Hate wearing a lot of makeup in the summertime because it's too fucking hot for that shit. So I'm gonna show you guys a little routine on how you can wear your makeup without using too much makeup. In other words, without using your foundation. So I'm not gonna be using any foundation today. I am just going to be using my LA Pro Conceal high definition concealers and correctors and the little contour thing to do this. So I'm gonna start prepping priming my skin using this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. You guys know I love this. And I'm mainly gonna just like worry about my T-zone because that is what gets super oily throughout the day. So I'm just gonna press this in. It's a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. Yes, I still use this. I still love this primer. And I'm gonna just like put this on the rest of my face. So I'm going to color correct using the Orange Corrector by LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is not, you know, LA Girl didn't call me or ask me to do this. Heads up for whoever may think that. Shit, I wish they would, but no, they didn't. So I'm just gonna color correct everything, like all of my dark circles, because you're not gonna be using foundation. So you wanna make sure you wanna tone out any uneven skin colors. However way, I have dark circles and I have like dark spots around my face. So I want to correct those before I go in with concealer or any sort of powder, because then that'll just defeat the whole purpose of not wearing foundation. So I'm using the Orange Corrector to erase the dark circles. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Toffee Concealer, and I'm going to start concealing. I already did my eyebrows. My eyebrows are done. I did that off camera. But if you guys want to see how I do my eyebrows, what do I use, all of that good stuff, just let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see that or not. So I am just concealing like a mother. Have as minimal products as possible on your face. So yeah. So then next I'm going to go in, if I can find it, I'm going to go in with my Dark Cocoa Pro Conceal to start contouring. Yes, I am still contouring even though I'm not using a lot of makeup. I still have to snatch the nose and carve out those cheekbones. You know, it's only right. It's only right to do that. I honestly though, I don't like using, when I'm using the Pro Conceal to contour, I realized that I don't like using the applicator. Like, I used the applicator last time when I first did this no foundation, and my nose, the contour, it was everywhere. It was so messy, and I just told myself, not doing this again. So I kind of learned my lesson. So it's to each his own, you know, like if you have a good, I'm very heavy-handed, and I realized that I sometimes need a brush to like help me out, and I applied way too much, way too much. So I have that, and then I'm going to carve out that right there, like such. Bomb. And then a lid, then do my forehead. I've been breaking out like crazy lately, which is weird because I don't break out. Like, I don't. And I've mainly been like breaking out on my forehead, which is weird as fuck. Blending everything in as soon as you apply it, because this LA Girl it's kind of bittersweet. It dries very quickly. So you want to just make sure you start blending right away. So I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. I need another beauty blender, speaking of which. But whatever. You ever realize you always find a reason like, oh, I need this because like I always find a new reason to buy makeup. Like all the time. Like, I need this. I really do need this though. Like I really do. I always find myself like really needing something, but I honestly really don't need it. But you kind of do though. You kind of do. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. You always need, because it's like people get tired of seeing like, oh, of course she's using this again, you know, like that kind of gets a little annoying. You have to try. Like I think makeup is all about trials, like trials and tribulations, like what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Like for example, I realized like I love this LA Girl contour, but I just know I can't use the applicator. Like I can use the applicator for everything else, like just not to contour, because when I tell you my whole damn nose is black as shit, it just wasn't a good look. Like it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute at all. So I learned my lesson, and you know, it's all about makeup. It's all about trials and tribulations. And the perfect thing about it is if it doesn't look right, you can wash the shit off. Like it's like a reversible plastic surgery, I think. That's like a good example, honestly. So I'm just trying to, I know it looks kind of crazy, it looks a little cray-cray, that's okay. And I know you guys are probably wondering like, oh, she did not set under those eyes. I'm gonna get there. I just want to make sure I blend this nose out before I do anything, because I don't want it to, basically I don't want it to dry too quick and then I'm out here looking crazy. And I know it looks crazy now, but that's okay. It's not gonna look like this for long, so please don't be like, oh, she don't know what the fuck she's doing. So now I'm gonna set under my eyes with the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder. And honestly, this right here, girl, this is actually like, you can get this from Walmart. Black Opal is kind of the truth. I'm not even gonna shade. Like I'm not even gonna shade on them. They're kind of good and they're kind of affordable. This shit was like $10, and I mean, like honestly though, like that's super affordable compared to like the Laura Mercier. Like that shit is like expensive. Like Laura Mercier is expensive. It works wonders, but it's very pricey. Like if you're on a budget, get at Black Opal. Of course, it is only like it's more of a yellow tint, so it works good with people with darker skin. So I don't really think, if you have fair skin, like I don't think that this will work for you. But I know Airspun, I've heard good things about Airspun, but I've never used it personally. But this Black Opal, girl. So I'm basically setting everything that I concealed. And I know I look a ratchet mess right now. That's okay. What I've learned to do is first put a fair amount of the finishing powder on, and then, well, put not a fair amount, and just to let it set under, and then like I go and then I bake, you know. So now, even though I didn't put anything under here, I'm still going to use some of this Black Opal. I know you guys are probably looking at me like, what? But like, what are you setting? But I still want to do this because I want to make sure that my contour is defined. So I'm just gonna put that right there, and it kind of erases whatever. And I'm going to go in with my Anastasia contour palette, and I'm going to go in with Espresso and Havana, per usual. And I'm gonna use I'm using my e.l.f. stippling brush. It really doesn't like have a name on it. I don't even know what it's called, but I've been like kind of into this lately, like, and oddly I've been like using it for powders, which is weird. Like it kind of reminds me of the Real Techniques contour dual fiber contour brush. So I am just setting that contour just a smidge. So also warm up the face, you know. Next, I'm going to go in with Havana and my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I am going to start setting that nose contour. And that is how I kind of also like blend it out, so there's no harsh lines. No, this is the contour palette. This is the contour brush I'm referring to by Real Techniques. My holy girl. I lost the face brush. I have no idea where it's at. I always seem to like lose stuff that I love. Like I haven't seen that brush in so long. And next I'm going to just dust off all of that excess. Just dust all of that off. And then next I'm going to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And I'm just going to put this all over my face because honestly, like this, I've only done this a few times, but I love the results. Like if you just like put it like on your contour, like on everything, it kind of like brings everything together. So I'm just pushing this in using my Shani face brush. But can we talk about Shani though? I wonder if I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Shani Cosmetics. I never really hear people talk about it. They kind of remind me of BH Cosmetics. I used to Shani Cosmetics last year. And I was introduced to Shani Cosmetics last year, and I had when someone told me about it, I'm like, they're like, yeah, you know, this lady asked me to purchase this makeup kit, and it was like, I think it was like $40, I think, and I'm like, girl, that's a scam. Don't use that. That's gonna mess your face up, da 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 da, all of this. And fast forward a couple of months later, and I actually like gave it a try. Their stuff is like legit. Like legit. Like I love their face brush. I actually love their face brush. They have really nice brushes. Some of their stuff, because it is like a low quality, like it's a affordable makeup brand, I guess you're like getting what you pay for, but that's not always a bad thing, you know, because a lot of people think they have to spend a lot of money on makeup, and you don't. Like I'm using this LA Girl works wonders, and their concealer is $3. So it's like, you know, it's some things, some places are like and some aren't, you know. I'm gonna go in with the original Becca, which is at Pan, collaborating with Jaclyn Hill, and I'm gonna go in with Champagne Pop and the blushed copper, and I'm going to highlight with these two. Yep, I'm definitely highlighting with the copper, because honestly, with those two together, I just love the look that it gives me, you know, because I am dark toned, like my skin is dark, you know, how them black girls, you know. I feel like with the Champagne Pop and the blush copper, I really like the finish more than the pearl and the Champagne Pop. Like if you have more of a, if you have lighter skin, you know, to each his own, it'll work for you, but those two together works perfect for me. So I'm actually going to highlight with those two. Highlight that nose and that Cupid's bow. I'll be drenching in highlight. And that is it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this no foundation summer routine. I have no idea what I'm calling this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to see anything else, or if you would like to see my eyebrow routine, or maybe even my foundation routine, or anything like that, just please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I can do this more often. That's it, you guys. Until next time, bye.